So hello there, this is Shrivas and you are watching my channel. So in this video let's talk about binary search. Okay, so in the previous video we have discussed general methodology of divide and conquer and how a problem is divided into sub problems. So this is one of the application of divide and conquer and how the things actually work here. Divide and conquer, does it really happens? So let's check it out. So consider an array of particular size. Take any size 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, now to apply this binary search, what is searching then? Searching is finding a particular element that we want in an array, or else in other programming language, list. Okay, so search means to find a particular element in a particular array. So I will take a list of elements here, and the condition here for a binary search is that every array that we are taking must be in a sorted order. The elements must be in sorted order. Why? So because it holds a very good condition and it is only having a working condition when the elements are in sorted order. See, obviously we are having a linear search also. Linear search has some disadvantages. While coming to the sorted array also, it will compare all the numbers that are present in the array. So that would take more time. The time complexity is more. Whereas here we will divide the array with the help of a formula, that is middle formula, and we will calculate the middle index value of the array. With that key element we will check where we should go, either front, either back. So much comparisons are not made here. So for a sorted array, binary search is the best thing that you can do. So I am taking a sorted array with some elements here: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I have taken 8 elements. You can take 9, anything, you will get the answer for sure. Now what to do? Obviously array index starts from 0 and it will continue to 7. I have taken 8 elements, but here we will get 7, right? Now we will assign 0 as start, not 5 as start. I am assigning the index number as start and 7 is equals to end, right? Now see, we will calculate middle index number. See, middle means not the value present here. Okay, we are calculating middle index number. An array might have size 10, right, from 0 to 9. That is, it will start from 0 to 9. When we apply a middle function, 0 plus 9 by 2, that is, we are getting 4.5. But here the small logic is that we will apply a flooring function. Now we are having upper function, floor function, where floor function yields the minimum result. That is, if floor of 4.5 is equivalent to 4, whereas upper of 4.5 is equivalent to 5. A lower bound and a higher bound values, right? Here we will take floor values. Okay, now middle is equivalent to start plus end by 2. Now what is the start value? 0 plus end value 7 by 2, that is equivalent to 3.5. When we apply a flooring function to the 3.5, we will get 3. Okay, 3.0 or else 3. Okay, so 3 here is the index number we got. Now a of middle. What is a of middle? A of middle here means middle is equivalent to 3. So a of 3 is equivalent to 20. So a of 3 is equivalent to 20. Got the middle element value as 20. Okay, for suppose we have got a key value. Key means here the element that we are searching. See, searching means with respect to some element only, right? Array, it is present or not, we will access the complete array. Okay, it is present at this particular location, right? That element we say here key, or else you can say element, anything, but terminology is changing the things. It's making complex for you. You can name it anything. but make it meaningful, that's all. Now key is 30, here value is 20. Okay, this is the middle element, this is the middle element. Now we will compare key value with this array of third element. Okay, when we compare it, check, obviously if this is greater than this, when key is 30 is greater than this, we will leave this, and I don't want this portion, or because we know that this is a sorted array and we can proceed further and perform our binary search there. I don't want these numbers, get out, I want only these numbers, I will go further. Now I will go here, that is this is middle plus 1 element, right? So I will set this start, we have performed a middle operation, right? I will set this start to middle plus 1, start is equals to middle plus 1. Why I have done so? Why I have done? Yeah, this is the question that you get. Because this is a sorted array and we know that we are having common sense that key element value is greater than this one. Greater than which one? The element that we found, and we assumed that that as a middle element. So when it is greater, obviously there is no meaning of checking these prior elements from 5, 10, 15, 20 because everything is sorted, and until 20 also there is no meaning. See, there is a condition that if a of middle is equivalent to key, then return this middle value, the first condition that we are going to check. Okay, so every time the call is made, the same thing is going to happen. If a of middle value equals to key, the value or else the middle value which is equivalent to index value is returned to us, that is the particular element is present at the particular location, and here we didn't got that element, so this condition is failed. After that we have entered into another condition, that is if key value is greater than a of middle, move the start to middle plus 1, assign start is equals to middle plus 1. Initially start is equal to 0, now start will go to middle plus 1. Okay, now middle plus 1 value is equals to 25 and the number is 4 here. Okay, again you will perform it, this middle operation, that is start plus n by 2. Now here start is equivalent to 4 plus 7 by 2, 4 plus 7 by 2, that is 11 by 2, you will get 5.5. when you apply a flooring function you will get 5. So here again our middle element is 30, we got the middle element as 30, right? Now according to this condition, if the a of middle, that is we got 5, right? The value is 30, that is a of 5 is equivalent to 30, that is the first case, and 30 is the key value. So return middle, just return the middle. Now returning this, again you can use a print statement that this is present at this particular location, that's all. Now for suppose our key value is not 30, our key value is 25 itself. Okay, when our key value is 25, now again we should make a move. How? Let's see if it is 25, okay, that is where we are present right now, that is start is present at fourth index and the value is 25, that is where start is present right now, and end is there itself. Okay, now when we calculated middle element we got 30, that is a of 5, index value is a of 5, which is equivalent to the value of 30, right? Now we move to either left or either right again, because this condition is failed. If the key element is 25, this condition is failed, and this time we are having another condition, that is the given a of middle the value here is greater than key, or else key is less than a of middle. So when this happens, you should move this end one. You should move this end and make end is equals to middle minus 1. Check, according to the algorithm also, if key value is less than a of middle, then make end equals to middle minus 1. So middle index value 5 minus 1 here 4. So now end will come here, end is at the particular point, then end is equivalent to 4, end is equivalent to 4, right? Now again you will check what is the middle element of 1, the same element. When you perform this operation, you will get the element value as 25, that's all. So this is how the things work on, and to make this understand, it is not every time necessary to write in a particular following code. You can follow these 6 steps and pause the video right here and make a note of this 6 to 7 steps, and this is what we have followed there. Okay, only the thing you should understand is we apply a floor value to the middle index value that we are calculating, and these 3 conditions make the binary search logic. Thank you.